Alright guys, so gonna be an interesting session today. Our system is going to get a few more entry styles, so let's have a look at this. This is what we're gonna code. And we've already done this one kind of with little bars weight thing and crossover, but what we're gonna do today is we're actually going to adapt what we have to all of these possible scenarios. So let's clean up. We don't need this anymore. We're gonna keep the exit, max bars entry weight. We don't want that anymore. So we got 4 cases now. We're gonna put that in now. Before we do that, let me just clean things up a little bit. So we don't want EMA 2 anymore. So let me just get rid of that. I'm gonna keep the exit. So basically the idea is to figure which one works better and when. First value, it's actually ATR period now here, and this is gonna go, and I guess that's it. Oh no, it's not it. Handle pullback. Okay, we'll come back to that. So we don't care about this anymore. We'll talk about exits in a bit. So what we need to start off with is entry types. This is trend pullback continuation. This is clearly a pullback and a continuation. A pullback and a continuation. So we have a rising MA, okay, and we pull back to this MA, we limit buy, and we continue. So let's call this one pullback, continuation. This is clearly trend exhaustion. So MA is rising, okay. Now what happens is we break through EMA and we just fall, and the trend changes. This is really, we didn't have that yet. I'm going to add that. So trend, exhaustion, okay? Next is going to be breakout, failed breakout. I think this is something that we already had, kind of. So if we did not yet code in the breakouts, the EMA direction, but I was going to anyway. So this is something, so we're below a rising MA and stop market buy, and we're above a falling MA and we stop market sell. Failed breakout. So MA is declining, price breaks above the MA but fails to hold, failing back to recrossing below it. Broke out here, and then we come back, and it's kind of a failed breakout trend continuation thing. So I'll call this failed. This is actually a breakout, but let's call this failed breakout. Failed breakout, and then continuation, okay? Last but not least is breakout reversal. MA is falling, breaks out, touches on it, okay? And, okay, right? So it's falling, breaks out, and then we stop limit buy here. Oh, sorry, limit buy here. Or it doesn't matter. Well, not really a stop limit buy, it's a limit buy here, okay? And here is the same, so this is supposed to change. So how is this one different from this one? So this is just a more aggressive way, right? So this is falling and stop market buy on this breakout. Here, you actually wait for it to touch on it. Stop limit buy, stop limit sale, breakout reversal. I don't know how to call this. Okay, let's call this breakout reversal. Breakout reversal. In fact, I will just breakout reversal. Let's call pullback continuation. So this one. Trend exhaustion. That's this one, is it? Oops, sorry about that. Breakout reversal and failed breakout continuation. That'll do. Let's hit the code. So did I remove max bars weight? I removed that. I removed this. We don't need the EMA anymore. So handle pullback entries. This is pullback continuation. We don't care about EMA 2 anymore, okay? And to be honest, we don't care about enter long anymore. We're gonna just eliminate this enter long, enter short completely now, because now this just does not make sense. Here we are. All we want to do is we just want to be above the EMA. We're gonna make this real simple. So if we're above the EMA, and here is if we're below the EMA, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna make this framework really simple now. So if we're not flat, we don't care. Go back. Place. So if we are above, we're gonna place the limit order. We're gonna entry long place. We don't care about count bars anymore. I'm not going to be counting bars anymore. I'm just going to be waiting until I get in. I don't care. So this is like a matrix tester, which works. Okay, don't care about that. Entry short. So if they are both false, okay, if either is true, that means we've placed an order. I don't care about count bars. So the only place where I'm going to cancel the order is if I enter. I don't care, right? So this goes. So if entry long placed and there's a new price, that's when I go in. That's it, guys. Clear as daylight, okay? That's my pullback entry done. Now the breakout. Now let's have a look at the picture. So breakout entries. In this case, it's failed breakout. Oh, yeah, my EMA, of course, okay? What I need to do is I need to there's a few ways of having this EMA, right? Like confirm. Let's have a look at our EMA period, okay? Well, period could be 1, but our period is 200, right? But what I want to have is EMA period lookback, EMA lookback, slope, lookback. This is going to be in our, let's put in the global settings or whatever, indicator settings, entry settings. I'm not going to ask AI to do this. Slope, look back, slope, look back. So 1, 2, and well, we're going to put this to 10 bars. So we got a figure, probably somewhere here, make a public, so slope and down, okay? And I want a private void get slope, and let's make something like a private slope, okay? Not set. We start with none. What I'm gonna do is create a cycle, and it's gonna go from the current bar. So let's say this is my EMA, okay? This is my current bar right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from there to, slope look back, okay? Now I can't do this, okay, if current bar is less than slope look back, return, okay? And in fact, so this is probably best now to actually add here max period and slope look back, so we don't get any index out of range exceptions, and here is going to be fine. So get slope, actually not get slope, set slope. That's the first thing I want to do. Set slope. Here's the important thing. How, let's say it's just set to 1, okay? If it's set to 1, that means it's just going to go from 0 to the current 1. And slope back to 1, that's it. It's just going to go one single step. It's not even going to go, it's just going to come here once and that's it. If, this has to do some thinking here. I had to actually pause this and think for a while. Otherwise, I would have bored you with my... Anyway, so the idea is pretty simple, right? So I'm going to, so imagine slope is 5. So I want to look back 5 bars, and my EMA is doing something like, I'm doing this discretely, so this could have been like an EMA like that, but I have 5 points. So 1, so this is up, this is up, this is also up, well, this is also up. Now this one is down, and this one is up. So in this case, okay, 6, let's make it 6. Okay, 6 points. So slope is 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 going up, total of 6. Right, so this is like 90% and just 1 going down. I have more going up than going down, so that's already trend up, but also I'm interested in the tolerance. So I'm gonna have a slope tolerance percent setting. So if my EMA is actually mostly going up, tolerance is enough, then I wanna say I'm sloping up. So that's the deal, okay? So this means that I can eliminate something like this. Hopefully, maybe not. So let's see how this works, first of all. So set slope is here. Let's comment this out. Go into set slope, double check this stuff. Just give it some color. And here's one more thing. Fable 5 is out. So let's try that. Okay, and I'm gonna tell it. So inside slope method, if it's up, color EMA green. If it's down, color EMA red. If it's none, color EMA. So let's check that out. Oh, review data policy. Okay, whatever. So this Fable 5 thing is supposed to be really, really powerful. I've not tried it yet, so it just came out this morning. Let's see how it does it. And this is not a very difficult task. Super strong algorithm, pretty slow too. I don't know, this thing, I would have done this already myself. I'm gonna pause the video so I don't bore you. Okay, I managed to submit it in the ask mode, that's why I was going slow. So I changed it to agent. It's good to me. Green, red, gray, perfect. Found 11 errors. Oh, come on, no. Now I was gonna try and fix errors. No, thank you. I just wanna keep this. Yeah, keep this, okay. Great, okay guys, let's see how this is working. And we're just gonna check out, fix this up, EMA 2 here, so handle breakout entries. Comment this out for now, and comment this out for now. I'm not really interested in that. I just want to see that my MA exit handler, not really doing any exits yet. Let's see how this does. So this is a 1 minute NQ. Let's switch to like a 15-minute NQ. And let's give it some more data. I don't know, let's go for like 150 days. That's fine. In fact, let's connect to my NinjaTrader. And I'm gonna go for a chart of NQ. 15-minute, 150 days. And this should be just fine. So let's see. MA, KLM, and oh geez, this is a touchdown. Like the 0, so slope tolerance, well, at least 90%. Okay, let's have a look at that. So look back, okay, 10 bars, whatever. So how's that looking? This is looking pretty good actually. Let me give it a slope look back of, I don't know, 30. So this is actually an interesting, well, 30 probably is something to play around with, but nevertheless, check this out. Look how this noise here has been evaluated. Okay, anyway, so let me just put it back to 15. Okay, and we have to test this. Let's go back to coding. So that slope works fine. So what I want to do now is I want to put the entry handler back in and handle pullback entries, close above the EMA, place entry order limit, blah, 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 blah. But I also want the slope to be equal to up, okay? And in this case, I want it to be equal to down. I don't like this capital L. So now there's one thing that actually needs to be handled. So if entry long is placed and we're above the EMA and the price is fine, okay, but you see, we like if we've placed an order, but then the slope changed, we want to cancel that order. If these both are false, then we look and we place either of them. But then we should actually distinguish a little bit. Else if this, else if this. Now keep this, get this out, okay? First thing that we want to do is we actually want to make sure, so if slope is still up, if slope for some reason is not up, okay, if slope is not up, we come here and cancel my order, entry order, and put this to false, okay? If that did not happen, we check if the limit price. So guys, so this is a continuation. So if EMA has been grown up, okay, no, we're not interested in going down, probably, for now. It's a rising EMA. We are not really, well, it doesn't matter. We could just say, because it could have actually given us a better price. So here, same thing, not equal down. There we go. Okay, and this is something entry order long placed, entry order short placed, down. Well, it looks good. So since this is going to be like some sort of matrix that's going to let us know what's the best for now, we only have a target order, which is going to get us out within some sort of ATR, okay, which is fine, okay, but we also want to place an exit handler, okay. For the exit handler, keep it simple. Bars since entry execution. How does this work? Equal, I don't know, 5? Just for now, so that we don't get any hanging positions. Well, let's say, I don't want to, 50 bars? Okay, 20 bars, just for now. And we can check how the strategy is performing in terms of execution logic. Okay. Well, might be a good idea to actually, because this slope is so old that it's not a good time to enter. Anyway, here it was actually fine. We need something like slope age, maybe. Okay, but again, these ones are actually, look at, this is actually pretty good. Okay, this one got stopped out. So you get your target within 5 bars. So this is okay for this target. But if your target was long, these would have been losses. Okay, I didn't touch this, obviously. This is not about performance yet. This is more about building out some sort of matrix. Okay, not a full account burn down, no. Okay. But again, we're really missing out on these big runs. Obviously, because our target is just tiny. So, move on and add our second entry, which is trend exhaustion, is it? Or which one is it? So, we have trend exhaustion, okay? And this is just the inversion of this one. Well, this one will be easy to add. What we had before, handle trend exhaustion, and please. And again, so once you get the first one in, the other ones should be easier to handle. So for now, again, I think the same framework kind of works. Okay, and I can actually just go ahead, and I'm not really interested in our old logic here. Okay, except for place, entry, order, stop. If our close is above the EMA and the slope is up, right? But in this case, we want to go short, and this is true. So if we're below and we're down, right? So this is going to be long. So down, and this is going to be true, and this is going to be long, okay? Now, so if entry long is placed, and well, here's the interesting thing. So if entry long is placed and the slope changes to long, let's just keep the same. Did I just get confused? So if we're above the EMA, slope is up, we go short. Okay. If we're below the EMA and the slope is down, we go long. If we place the long and this is not down, we cancel the order. This is fine. Change order, entry order. But here, this needs to go here, and this has to be here. If entry order short is placed and this is not up anymore, if it's not up anymore, that's good. And then here, stop market order. That's done. Let's see if that works. I might not. Okay, this is trend exhaustion. I screwed something up. Not really doing any. Well, it's so handle trend exhaustion. Sorry, that was the reason. Now let's see and hope we might get some wicked entries, or actually some rejections and all of that. You get with the stop market buy and sell orders in NinjaTrader. That was fine. So slope is up, goes short, makes a profit. Slope is a little bit up here, goes short, does not make a profit, exits. Okay, not sure why it's going long here though. Something wrong here. So trend exhaustion entries, entry long placed. This is entry short placed, this is entry long placed. So entry long placed false, entry short placed false. That was probably the reason, right? So this actually should be also corrected here. Didn't spot that. Okay, now. Interesting. So why is it going long there? Oh, geez. Handle trend exhaustion. So if both close below may stop, blah, blah, blah. True, long, EMA, entry long placed. Okay, let's say entry short was placed, okay, with the EMA value. Now, if it has been placed, oh my god, so this is wrong. So this is doing fine. Shorts, it's the longs that are a problem. Entry long, fine. If entry long is placed and slope is not down anymore, it cancels it. But if EMA does not equal entry, kind of an apparent problem. There we go. That was the problem. Forgot to change the order name. I bet you saw it before me, so sorry for keeping you waiting. It should be fine now. Bang, bang, bang. Of course this is wrong. Short, dig, 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 dig. Long, long. So actually these little breakouts are quite interesting. Let's just quick glance it. Okay, nothing interesting. Oh! It was actually doing pretty good until it started doing pretty bad, okay? But something to look into, okay? something to look into. So you can see where it's actually doing these false breakouts. It doesn't even matter. As long as it just does a little bit of a breakout, it's fine. Okay guys, so I'm gonna stop the session for today. Okay, and we're gonna continue with 2 more entries.